The best Forex trading broker in the world is, was, and will always be Blueberry. And now the best has gotten even better. You're going to want to see this. Hey traders, a lot of you might be wondering why this video is coming up right now. Well, if you're new, it's not going to make too much of a difference. I will say that I'm putting this towards the beginning of the Core Concepts playlist. So if you're new, you've been watching videos this whole time from 2018 and 2019. You are now fast forwarded into 2024. And then after this video is over, we will go back to your regularly scheduled videos. But it's been 6 years, and it's been a great relationship with Blueberry, and I need to make an updated video. Any good affiliate would. A really good affiliate would have done this years ago, but the timing is great here because Blueberry all done grown up. They are even bigger, even more capitalized, and they have expanded. So we need to talk about all of that here. Let's get to it in this video. I'm going to tell you exactly how Blueberry has grown. It's not even Blueberry Markets anymore. It's just Blueberry. And you saw the new logo at the top of the video. But on top of that, I need to remind people who've seen the old video and tell everybody who's watching this for the first time why I love Blueberry Markets so much. When this channel was growing, I was getting bombarded by brokers trying to get me to affiliate for them. I went deep into all of them, and Blueberry came out on top. And they have delivered for me and my subscribers far above and beyond I could have ever hoped for. And so we'll go over that too. We'll talk about some of the new things they offer now, because some of those things can offer some really nice opportunities for you, the trader. I've been putting together my opportunities video, which is going to show you dozens of ways you can actually make money if you know what you're doing trading. You don't just have to do it through the profits you make. You can actually make a lot of money doing other things and then just roll those profits over if you choose to. But in this video here, I'm going to show you at least 2 ways that you can start making additional income, maybe even serious additional income, through the platform itself. You are going to want to stay tuned for that. Now, while I'm here, I need to update everybody too on the other brokers that I used to affiliate for. And I say used to because I've been really blessed to have 5-6 year runs with really great brokers that all treated my subscribers really well. Things go wrong with brokers all the time, but as long as you fix them and fix them quickly, that's what I'm really looking for. And every broker I've affiliated for has come through. One of those is markets.com. And if you're not interested in Blueberry for whatever reason, I would still recommend markets.com. They're a great broker. My only issue I had with them was not on the broker side, it was on the affiliate side. So our relationship is no longer. As is the case with IGUS, and this is really tough because there's so few things you can actually do for Americans. Americans, by the way, can't use Blueberry. To my knowledge, the only developed nation in the world who can't. But our wonderful government came down with a law that said that nobody can affiliate, well, at least Americans I know for sure, cannot affiliate for American brokerage firms unless they are licensed to do so. From, I don't know, this started maybe at the beginning of this year on. And when I finally found out about it, I went and looked at the test you have to take. I said, oh, maybe I'll get licensed. No, this test is like something you would have to go to school for years just to pass. So this won't be happening, unfortunately. But I always have some things in the works. I haven't completely given up. I don't know if these things are going to come through or not, but just know, my fellow Americans, I am always trying. So as far as brokers go, as far as Forex brokers go, I'll be consolidating for now into just Blueberry Markets. And then I have a couple crypto brokers. If you're interested in those, you can find those down below in the description. Those links will take you to my blog, which will give you additional information. And then my affiliate link will be inside of that blog. So just know that if you're shut out because you're American or any other reasons, I'm always looking for alternatives. I was able to do that with crypto, and hopefully I can make it work on the Forex side as well. But this is where I stand as of late October 2024. Let us now go ahead and talk about Blueberry. So the basics, if you're unfamiliar and you'd like to know, I won't spend too much time on this, but no U.S. clients. I have to say it again because no matter how many times I say it, there's always Some American in the comments section says, oh, you don't take U.S. clients. Bullshit. Okay. Write your congressman. I mean, there's nothing I can do here. But as far as Blueberry goes, they have actually gone the other way in terms of bringing people in as opposed to shutting them out. When I first started, Aussies couldn't participate, even though they are in Sydney, Australia. Canadians couldn't participate. Now they can. So the meter is going the right way, at least. You know, maybe if you're in one of the usual suspect countries like Iran, North Korea, Syria, you're still not going to have much luck. But go to the blog and look and see if your country is on the banned countries list. I will bet you it is probably not. So we're good to go here. And you can chart and trade both on MT4, MT5, and pretty soon TradingView. As of right now, October 2024, they don't have TradingView up. But as soon as they do, I'm going to add it to the blog. And from that point forward, you will be able to use it. Very exciting. And you know what's also super exciting is compliance. The Blueberry Markets is registered in Australia and Vanuatu. Now let's talk about this. Actually, we do need to talk about this because Vanuatu, if you don't know, is a far-flung island in the middle of the Pacific. Now, if you see any type of broker, Forex, crypto, otherwise, and their only license is in a country like this, or somewhere in the Caribbean, or in Malta, the reason why they choose those countries is because there is less regulation there. Now, you can use that less regulation for the forces of good or the forces of evil. Now, honestly, there hasn't really even been, to my knowledge, a brokerage go under and take people's money in a long time. But why risk it? That's why Blueberry is also registered in Australia. But Aussies, you know what a son of a biatch ASIC is. That's the governing financial body in Australia. And so by getting this secondary license here, they can do other things now. And we're about to see some of those options later in the video. But I figure this at least needed to be talked about first. So now that we know that, let's talk about the reasons why I love this broker so much. I staked my reputation on these guys, and they came through. So first of all, and I said this in the very first blog post I wrote for them, it is a simple, clean experience. You don't get a lot of bells and whistles here. This is for people who already know how to trade, don't need their hands held, and just want to get on the platform and go to work. I equated it to Google back when I wrote the blog. So if you're old enough to remember, search engines used to be a hot mess because they thought that's what we wanted. And they would also make a lot of money off of the advertisers that would show all those little links on the main search page. And then along came Google and not only made a much better search engine that only got better over time, but just made it a search engine. Cleaned up everything else that nobody wanted. Now, yes, in modern times, Google might have turned into something that we don't like. Some people feel that way, some people don't, but you get the point here. The interface here is as easy and clean as it gets. On top of that, and this was really the kicker, I didn't really know what to offer people who clicked my link. So if you click my link down below, there's two ways you can do that. If you just want the direct link, I'll put that in the description. Again, there will also be a link in the blog post, which also gets linked down below. But on top of the bonuses they were already giving, what they decided to give you and what they continue to give you is your very own personal concierge. You're going to get your own guy who you can talk to in real time in English. And you will get an Aussie. You will get a native English speaker here. Because let me tell you something. Things rarely go wrong on these platforms. But when they do, the absolute last thing you want to do is two things. One, wait for somebody to address your issue. Because you might have a big trade on the line. Or you might have a trade that's losing a lot. You might have some money on the line here. Maybe a little, maybe a lot. And if your customer service is being non-responsive, that is a real problem. Ask me how I know. I have experienced this myself twice. It's brutal. And then when you finally do reach somebody, you're either chatting with an AI bot or you're talking to somebody with shady English and they don't even really know how to trade because it's an outsourced company who does customer service for a lot of different things. And they're just reading off of a script, off of a flow chart, trying to solve your problem. I'm telling you, there is nothing more frustrating than that. If you've been through it, you know. But this will not happen here because you get your own guy. And if for some reason your issue happens off hours, they do have a live chat which picks up on an average of 30 seconds. Now, as far as getting paid, you can get paid out in all of the 8 major currencies. And it is for reasons like this and all the reasons I just mentioned why my subscribers absolutely love them. I think in 6 years, there has been one guy who had an issue with a withdrawal and it got solved and he got his money. And he was still really upset and stormed out the door, never came back. But that is the one guy I can remember to ever do that. The track record here in terms of satisfaction is off the charts. But you don't just have to believe me. You can go to Trustpilot right now. I'm looking at it. They score a 4.6 on Trustpilot, which is bananas. Most people go to Trustpilot because they're pissed off and they want to leave a bad review. And Blueberry cranked out a 4.6 out of 5. Still the king. Now, let's talk about what you are going to get with my link and some of the new features you will now have access to if you do so. First off, I want to remind everybody again, always check the blog. That is why it's there. I learned the hard way that once you make a video and you state something that you cannot go back and edit it or add to it. It's there forever. So the blog is where I keep everything updated. And if there are any changes of any type, they will go there, and the blog is always linked down below in the description of this video. And I'm pretty sure every video that I have up. But if you click my link, you will receive a 30% trade credit. So if you're depositing $5,000, that will become $6,500 over time. It will not become that instantly because they're not stupid. You know, a lot of people just come in, get their bonus, and then bounce. But as you actively trade, they slowly bleed it out. And that's pretty great. Because let's say, for example, you take a bit of a loss over the course of a year. Well, if you've traded enough and you got your trade credit, that's going to become a gain instead of a loss. Like the swings can be really big. We're talking about this on my investment podcast right now. 30% is a big deal. So I don't think I have to explain to you why a 30% bonus to your account is not a really awesome thing. Now, for what it's worth too, if you are somebody who is able to deposit $25,000 or more, you will have additional services available to you. If you are depositing $100,000 or more, you will get increased services, including the opportunity to get interest paid on the money in your account. Again, this is not available to everybody, but if you do fit that criteria, this is something that has been added on for you. Talk to your concierge. But now it is time for the 2 brand new features that I am the most excited about because these apply to everybody should you choose to go that route. And those 2 new things are Blueberry's trade copier service and their PAM service. We're going to go over both of these in greater detail. Let's go ahead and do that now with Trade Copier. Really great way to establish yourself and start making some money on the side if you are already either good at trading as a discretionary trader or you have an automated system that works really well because Blueberry allows those. Now, as of right now, you can run your system on MT4 or MT5. Makes no difference. For what it's worth, if you're on MT5, you can also trade metals and crypto and the top 50 highest traded American stocks as well, and add those to your signal service should you choose to. You can also make your system private, so only subscribers can see what you're doing. If I actually had experience doing trade copier, I could speak more to this, but just know that this is an option. Talk to your concierge. And I'll come right out and say this. If you choose to go this route, you shouldn't just be on Blueberry. You should be doing this with multiple brokerages to increase your overall exposure. It's like, why would you just trade one currency pair? Give yourself more chances to succeed. But you should absolutely be doing this with Blueberry because let's say you had a service like this, and again, something goes wrong. At this point, your money's not the only thing on the line here. Your reputation and the money of everybody who chose to follow you is on the line as well. Do you really want to be using a broker who is going to make you wait to have your problem resolved? And do you want to be on a broker who's going to give you to somebody who doesn't really understand the problem you're having? This is where the reasons to choose Blueberry as your Forex broker are magnified. But if you can find other brokers that can do you right, and they also have Trade Copier, check those out too. Like I said, increase your exposure. But I can say with Blueberry, if you go to the portal now, we're going to go to the portal in a moment, there's not a ton of competition yet as I make this video. Now, if you're watching this 3-4 years in the future, there's going to be more competition. They might have really outsized returns, but let me tell you, big outsized returns are not sustainable. Never have been, never will be. So if you can just go on there and be consistent and smart and have nice steady returns, people are going to notice that. And you should do well over time. But if you're interested in this in even the slightest, the sooner the better. Now, PAM is a little bit different, but this is also really cool. This gives you the chance to, instead of having other people just copy your trades, you become their fund manager. Now, let's say you were going to start some type of fund in a Western country. How much time and money would that cost you? You have to get licensed. You have to find a legal team. You have to find a rainmaker that can go out and get you big fish. As somebody who barely has any assets under management, this is not an ideal situation at all, especially if you're just doing this by yourself. But through PAM, you can do this instantly. Now, again, this is something that is fairly new to me as well. So I don't know the ins and outs. I know it's similar to Trade Copier, but like I said, the biggest difference is people just give you your money and you trade on their behalf. There's going to be more information in the blog, and it's probably going to be a link to a place that can explain it better than I can. But let's go ahead and see the portal real quick. I'll show you what you'll be dealing with. So here we are inside of the portal. Now, as an American citizen, I am not allowed to even really be here, but my account manager gave me a dummy account to go ahead and go in here for show and tell purposes. So you can see we're at the copy trading platform right now. You can go to PAM. Pretty easy to use, just like everything here. And this is what you'll be looking at. Now, this is going to be for you in particular, but let's go to the leaderboard, for example, and see how these funds are doing. So the oldest one I was able to see was about 120 days. So that is not even 4 months old. And you'll see some of these, like this one right here. It's only been around for 3 months. They already have 75,000 assets under management. That's pretty good, man. See, 22 followers. I mean, if you even have a little social media presence, or you start to have a social media presence, you can make these numbers go up pretty quickly. And look, this works two ways. The Trade Copier and PAM are also there for you should you choose to go the other route and become a customer of one of these people or one of the people on Trade Copier. Now, as a Forex trading instructor, I would really hope you would do most of this yourself, but these options do exist. But as of right now, this is your entire competition. Oh, is there more? Maybe there is. This is your entire competition, and it's not much. They will score you based on how well you trade. I don't know what those requirements are. Again, I'm fairly new to this myself. But the chance to start and run your own fund without having to pay for it is nuts. This is a huge opportunity for anybody who has ever wanted to go this route. And let me say it one more time. If you're running your own fund, for Christ's sakes, and you are not using a broker with elite level customer service, I'm clapping, you are making a huge mistake. I couldn't imagine my entire business being taken down because I chose to use the wrong platform. Now more than ever, you really need to start taking customer service very seriously. And hope you'll never need it, but should you ever need it, knowing that it's always going to be there for you, and it has successfully solved everybody's problems since I started doing this 6 years ago, is a pretty big deal. But I have officially talked about this enough. So in conclusion, Blueberry, still the best by far. If you're not on board, get on board. Again, you can have a direct link right down below in the description. But if you need more information can be had in the blog post, which is also linked down below. And remember, my affiliate link can be found there as well towards the bottom. I know I say it a lot, but in 6 years, we've had a lot of people sign up for Blueberry, and then they will ask you how you found them. And then some people will say, VP sent me, or no nonsense Forex, but they didn't click the link. So just remember, it's totally free to you, just like everything else is on this channel. If you're going to join, that's the one thing I ask. But traders, the chance to have your very own representative, a super clean trading experience, and possibly start your own service for free directly through the platform. The best in the world got even better. And a final reminder to please, if you do me one thing your entire trading career, if you join Blueberry, please click the link to do so. It is your ticket to everything. But as always, thank you for watching this video. Enjoy the rest of the videos. Just so you know, I'm not sure where you are in your journey on this channel, but this channel has become so much more than just Forex trading. Once the material finally ended, we branched out into investing, and we began an even stronger focus on trading psychology. We have an investing podcast now. We have a trading psychology podcast now, both of which go straight to YouTube. So if I haven't given you enough reasons to do this already, subscribe, hit the bell. Don't miss anything. Get very serious about your future when it comes to trading and everything related to trading. And go get it.